Welcome back to New Man, New Woman, New Week. I'm Ben Newman and I am fired up to be with you today to talk about something that I read right on the walls when I walked in to the Nebraska Football Program. Stay focused on the process and compete every day. And then I saw that big red N. Go Big Red, that big red N of the Nebraska Football Program. The tradition, the legacy of Nebraska football. Championship after championship after championship. How do you win all those championships? Focus on the process and compete every day. You know, when I walked into the Nebraska Football Program halls, and you know when I saw that sign, my heart just started going bop, 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 because you know I get fired up because that's what I believe in. Passion for the process. You want success to go to the next level in your life? Focus on having passion for the process of what you do rather than holding on too tightly to results that you can't control, and you will release your greatness. I had the opportunity to go back to the Nebraska Football Program with one of their former linebackers, Will Compton. He's a former captain of that football team. An unbelievable athlete, now with the Washington Redskins. And we walked up and down the halls of that storied program. One of the greatest football traditions in the history of college football. One of the first halls that we went down was the Hall of Captains. And there were pictures of captains from every single year. And as we walked by, and this is when I knew, and this is the type of individual Will is, but it's also what the program is all about. No one person is bigger than another. We're going down the captain's wall, and Will doesn't even point out the fact to me that he's on the wall. So we're getting down the wall, all of a sudden I go, Will, hold on a second, Will. I said, well, there's your picture. And he didn't even say anything. That's why Nebraska football is building champions in life, not just on football fields, because they are building individuals who seek to achieve greatness in their lives. Here he is, he's on the wall, and he doesn't even point it out to me, because no one player is bigger than the team. I had the opportunity to meet the coaches, the strength coaches, to see the facilities. They have created an environment for greatness that puts their players in position to win. That's why they've won all the championships. That's why every single season they're winning 10 games, more than 10 games. It's an unbelievable program. The coaches believe in these players. The coaches have great relationships with these players. I met an unbelievable coach, the defensive coordinator. His name is John Papuchis. Here's an individual who's been to the top of college football. He's the youngest defensive coordinator in all of college football. Talk about intentional leadership. He's won a national championship with LSU. This guy is all about greatness. And he has come to Nebraska to continue on the greatness of the legacy of Nebraska. He cares about his players. He loves his players. His players love him. How much more can you give of yourself, more loving in your relationships? These are football guys, and they're loving on each other because that's what greatness takes. It's about making the sacrifice necessary to focus on the process, to compete every day, and to give your all to a team. So as I walk through the halls, I see the national championships. I see the individual rooms, the linebackers room, the quarterbacks room, the offensive lineman's room. Everything was intentional. It's no wonder that they continue to achieve greatness. And then I got to walk out onto that field. I got to walk to that 50-yard line, take a picture of the black shirts, pretending like I was one of those black shirts on defense, throwing those bows with this beautiful stadium. It's arguably, and many say it's the greatest place on earth to watch a football game. Because it's about the tradition, it's about the legacy, it's a special place. So I know this is a story about Nebraska football. You might not be a Nebraska fan. Heck, I went to Michigan State. I'm a Spartan. I love my Spartans, but I also love legacy. I love tradition. I love great stories of people giving it their all. So whether it's where I went to school or a team that I've now become a fan of because of people that I'm close with on that campus and in that program, I got to tell you, this story is about greatness in your life. And it goes all the way back to that first quote. How am I able to tell this story of Nebraska football? Because it started with what I saw when I walked into those halls. Focus on the process and compete every day. That's the respectful challenge I have for you. What would happen in your life if you had more intentional focus on the process and you chose to compete every day, no matter the challenge or adversity you might be facing? Until next week, and you know I love bringing the fire. You want more belly punches of inspiration? Check out @ContinuedFight on Twitter. Follow us on social media. Share the videos. I love being in the locker room of your life to inspire you to bring it every single day. Until next week, for New Man, New Woman, New Week, go do great things.